When the Millers moved to Kansas, they decided to build a greenhouse and grow tomatoes.
We thought it would be something that would be good on the farm. There was more interest becoming in people knowing where their food was grown and how it was grown, and so I thought it was the right time to do something like that.
The tomatoes are grown with a hydroponic system, but that doesn't mean they grow in water. John Miller and his family raised theirs in a substance called perlite, which comes from volcanic rock.
They're not grown in water, which is the common assumption of hydroponic tomatoes. I don't think you can even grow tomatoes in water.
Water-soluble fertilizer is pumped to the tomato plants to keep them thriving. The results are impressive.
The fertilizer is run by a computer, and usually every 15 or 20 minutes they get a small portion of their fertilizer. We have to adjust it for weather, different temperatures. Fertilizer changes like that. The plants, their needs change with the sunlight or the weather.
The tomatoes are planted in October, and a plant will last about a year. They grow the tomatoes from seed, and by the end of the year, many of the plants will be 30 feet tall.
We don't use any pesticides on it, and I like to tell people that it's sort of detrimental. We don't want to kill our customers, so we try to stay away from that. There are some limited things that we can use that is organic. It's not as effective, but I think in the long run for our health and the customer's health, it's a lot better.
And the produce is fresh, about as fresh as it can possibly be, and that makes a huge difference in taste and shelf life.
John, I call him in the morning. They're picked that day. They're delivered that day. I've got one day, maybe an hour of transportation time. I get a tomato from California, and chances are it's been 40 degrees for 5 days. In those 5 days, that tomato's died. The flavor is just not there, and that's why people get turned off store-bought tomatoes.
The GreenAcres family knows the produce they get from the Miller farm is outstanding. In fact, they can't keep the yellow tomatoes on the shelf.
They're bright yellow. They'll become a real lustrous orange before they are totally ripe. They're a low acid, and it seems like the people that get them become very loyal to them, partly because we can control the whole growing environment, the fertilizer, the amino acids, whatever a tomato needs, that these are very pampered plants.
Pampered plants lead to quality, healthy food, the best you can buy, locally grown and locally sold by family-operated businesses.
And we believe in the quality of the food, and so building relationships with local vendors is crucial, because you're not only supporting local businesses, your local community, but you're able to source fresh, quality, local ingredients and know that they've put the love and care behind it that we put behind what we do at GreenAcres.